What's going on, everybody? We're here with another episode of the Sideline Story Podcast. Man, I'm here with my boy
J Norman
and my other boy
DJ.
Man, what a time to be alive, as young Drizzy Drake said.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That is what he said.
We on week 15. Week 15. Games have been played.
People have been eliminated.
Hair has been laid. All right. Teams have been eliminated. Teams that we didn't expect to lose lost.
Yes, they did.
Eagles.
Yeah, we're going to get into them. Mm-hmm. We're going to get into the bum saucies of all the bum saucies. And we're going to talk about the bum sauce Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles.
Eagles.
They not saying that tonight.
No, sir.
Not them.
No.
Let me get into my top five. I'm going to get into y'all top five.
Okay.
Man. We're going to start it off with the top five teams. My top five. I got to go with the Niners at number one. Of course. They're looking well-oiled. A well-oiled machine. They're like, it's like, as long as their team stays together, don't stop believing.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
The question is, who's going to be MVP from that team, though?
Man, listen.
It's Purdy. Come on, stop.
Yo, we're going to get into that. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. Let me finish.
My bad.
Because I want to talk about that bum sauce.
My bad.
But I got the Niners number one. They're looking really good.
Yep.
Got the Ravens at number two.
Hey.
I have the Ravens at number two.
Hey.
Now, number three is very difficult because these two teams lost. They lost. I still have to give Cowboys number three, but I just don't like it because, like I said, I see, and is it like when they get into a stadium or area with bad weather?
Yep.
Do they fall apart?
Yep. That's a
Dak
fact.
a fluke. Everybody know that.
All right, we're going to get into that too.
Okay,
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into
okay,
Dakota. We're going to get into Dakota Rain.
Okay.
We're going to get into him. No free. We're going to get into him next. All right. Cowboys at 3. At number 4, I have to jump to the Detroit Lions.
Wow.
Shit.
I gotta jump to the Detroit Lions. They're doing the unexpected, and nobody is talking about the Detroit Lions.
That's true. That's true.
So I gotta give it to them, right? So at number 5. This is where it's tough because you have you got the Chiefs at 9-5. They're still a scary team because you don't know what they're gonna do, but they're not really them as they were, right? You still have the Eagles who just lost to the Seahawks.
They did tonight.
Right? And I don't like their offense as well, but they're still winning games. Right? So I guess if I had to choose between the two and the Dolphins who lost to y'all Titans.
That's a fact.
Right? I guess I have to give it to the Dolphins. And this is why, because I trust their offense way more than the Philadelphia
That
Eagles.
was my whole thing last week.
So that's my top 5. Jay, let me hear your top 5, and then D, we're going to go to your top 5.
All right, so I'll keep it quick.
Okay.
My top 5, 49ers 1.
Okay.
Ravens 2.
Okay.
Cowboys 3. Even though they lost to the Bills, which is an AFC team, so it doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
And 4.
Noticing, man, 40 out of 5 is all NFC, man.
NFC is the better conference. It's the better conference. I'm glad you said that. I'm not going to jump into it right now. But 4. Like I hate to do it, but I'll give it to the Dolphins.
Okay.
And then 5, I'll give it to the Lions.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All right. I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot. I like it a lot.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Ace Ventura?
Yes, Ace Ventura. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Young Dizzle, been getting paper.
Nope.
Let me hear your top 5,
my top 5 going to be simple, man. We got 49ers 1.
Okay.
Early.
Ravens 2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dolphins number 3. And I'm going to tell you why before I get into my last 2.
Okay.
Speed kills, man. At the end of the day, yeah, they lost to
That's
the
a
Titans
fact.
last week.
Yeah.
I've always said this, and I'm going to say it forever.
This week.
You know, it's a pretty... Teams like Dolphins, Ravens... those are pretty boy teams. Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, I call those pretty boy teams. They're going to pass a lot. They're going to run out the spread.
Yeah.
They're going to do all that shit. You know, when they run against a tough team, though, they're going to lose. You know, they're not built for that type of stuff. They're not built for contact, you know. So I'm going to give Ravens 3. Dallas 4.
Okay.
I could rock with that.
I ain't going to lie, man. That number 5, man.
It's tough.
After what I saw today... Lions number 5.
Yeah.
Lions
You
number
gotta
5.
go. You gotta give them some love.
The reason I'm gonna give Lions love right now is one because you know they rapport over the last couple of years. You know they really haven't been what they was, but at the same time, you know that's a tough team. They're not just a pretty boy team. They're a tough team. You know they're gonna punch you in your face. So I'm gonna give it to Lions.
Yeah.
Lions number 5. Eagles, you just made it out. You just out 6. Kansas City, unfortunately 7.
Yeah, trash cans.
Kansas City, like they bottom 8.
I mean, you can't count Kansas City out there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you
any team with
them
Brady.
out.
In terms of power rankings, bottom 8.
It's like any
8,
team
9,
with Brady,
10,
you know.
put them in whatever.
It's like any team with Brady. Any team with Brady, you can't count them out. Any team with Mahomes, you can't count out.
Nah, Brady been never this low.
Yeah, trust me, Brady had some bad years.
Well, his last year in the NFL.
I'm pretty sure Brady still had a rough start, man.
Yeah, when he was behind Drew Bledsoe.
No, bro. That was a long time ago.
Wow. Man, long ago. Right. He was the backup quarterback.
He was the backup?
That was his worst time. Well, we had to check the history books.
His worst season was last season, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying.
saying.
But even then, though, he still had 4,000 passes.
Guess who gave him a losing record?
Tennessee Titans.
Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons.
We technically took him out his last year.
No, we played them the last game. We're talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We played them the last game.
So the Titans.
But we also took him out his team, though. You know.
Yeah. But he ended up winning the Super Bowl the next year. So I don't want to hear none of that bull job.
Yeah, coming from y'all conference.
Hey. You still put him in a Super Bowl situation.
No, we didn't. That was y'all.
It was not us.
It was
them. He had to win through the whole NFC.
If y'all beat him
it
twice,
don't matter about our division. All right, he still. That's 2 games.
There we go.
Tom Brady did his thing and beat an AFC team to win the Super Bowl. He beat Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, after he ran
he still had to beat y'all twice.
Right.
It don't matter about beating us twice. All right.
There we go.
It don't matter. Okay.
There we go.
Y'all still put him in a situation to win.
Moving on.
Because these brothers here want to get rock bottom. Let me ask you about Patrick Mahomes. Now that we talk about the Chiefs, as I said that. What do y'all think about the Chiefs and what's going on? Kadarius Toney dropping. He's going through something. I don't know what's going on. Mahomes looked pretty upset.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
And you love Tony. You said Tony was going to be the man.
I'm going to tell you right now. Tony like a hood nigga playing football, all right? And I don't mean to say the N-word. Tony like a hood dude playing football. You put a hood dude on the team, he gonna have them moves, he gonna have them jukes, he gonna do it all. It's like my man Jacquel.
Shout out to Jacquel.
All right, he gonna have moves. He's swift. He got swagger.
But he gonna mess up.
He don't got no discipline.
Nope.
He can't catch. He injury prone. And that's just simple it is. You know what I mean? So that's what Tony. Everybody else though, he just don't have the receivers. I mean, he don't got no Tariq Holmes. Everybody know if you double team Tariq Hill.
Okay.
Everybody know if you double Kelsey.
He ain't got nobody else to go to.
He really don't have nobody else to go to.
Okay.
So right now they've made Mahomes one dimensional. They don't have a running game. Everybody's saying Pacheco, he's good.
They need to run the ball.
Pacheco, he's good. Pacheco's not good. He's a hard runner.
There we go.
What?
He's just
let's talk
been
about
injured.
it. He's a hard, but Pacheco is a hard runner.
He's been injured,
but he's not good.
That's not accurate. Before he got injured, they were winning games.
Because they was running the ball.
Exactly.
Pacheco is not a good running back, okay?
Stop it.
Check the stats now.
What shows you that Pacheco is not a good running back?
Right, just from the film, Pacheco runs hard. I'm not taking that. I can't take that away from him at all. But the stats simply show that he's not a good runner. He's not a
Before
number
he
one
was
running back.
injured, he was scoring. In
Are they
every
running the
game.
ball enough? Are they running the ball enough to show what he can really do? Huh?
In my opinion, yes, they're running the ball enough.
No,
Come
they're
on.
not.
Come on,
Everybody
dude.
knows they're not
Come
running
on.
the ball enough.
Come on, stop it.
What are you
Stop it.
talking about?
We're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs.
Come on, bro. Are you?
Yeah, this is the year they've been running the ball a lot more than usual.
Wow.
He only
They
has
don't have
he only
receivers.
has 176 carries, tied 18th in the league. They're not giving. He's 18th in the league with 176 carries.
Man, listen,
He's averaging 4.4 yards a carry.
Come on.
Give him the
that's
ball
good.
more.
I'm not saying that's good.
Give
I'm
him
not
the
saying
ball
that's not bad. I
more.
keep saying he's a hard runner. I just don't personally think he's good. He doesn't have any swag.
They
to his
haven't.
runs,
You just
bro.
want swagger. They don't give him the ball enough.
I don't want swagger because the best running back in the league does not have swagger.
Who's the best running back in the league
Derrick Henry.
right now?
Yes.
Derrick Henry right now
Yes.
is the best running back in the league.
Yes,
No,
and
he's
I'm not.
not.
I'm not
No,
talking
he's
about
not.
statistics wise. I'm talking about.
I'm talking
overall.
about right now.
Yeah.
We're talking about right now.
Yeah,
right now. This season, Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league.
Technically, he's number 2.
No,
Christian
yeah,
McCaffrey's number 1.
There you go. Yep. Why? Because he can do what? Catch the ball.
They're giving him the ball.
Hey man, you gotta give Derrick Henry actually caught the ball that.
He
did
that
caught-
catch. That
he
catch.
did impress you.
Yeah, that catch.
It impressed
was
you.
Crazy.
You gotta get it to you, right?
It was crazy.
But if you just throw him a simple screen, that junk hitting his hand and hitting the ground.
Yes.
But that man
Again,
jumped
I
in,
don't-
caught a look back.
I personally don't think Pacheco is good.
You're still
You know, I think he's a hard runner.
You still
He
don't
reminds
like
me
that.
of a little bit, just a tad bit of how Adrian Peterson runs, but he's just not there yet.
AP or AD all day.
All day. All day. But what I want to say is, this is what I want to say, right? You said Derrick Henry currently is the best running back or second best in the league.
He's not.
Uh,
After this week, he's not.
That's after this week.
I'm just saying, hey, no, but you mean even before this week you had Mostert.
No, before this week,
Kyron Williams has been doing great this year.
before this week, Derrick Henry he walked into this week number
He was
2.
top. Yeah, he was like top
He was number 2.
And
definitely.
but so till this date,
Because he had 20 carries for 6 yards this week.
and
Yeah.
is the best running back in the league. Second best gonna do that. But McCaffrey has been going.
He's
Brother.
been number
Bananas.
one the
Brother,
entire time.
man, McCaffrey finally, out of all the years he's been in the league, and I need to say this right now, McCaffrey has been in the league, what, 5, 6, 7 years now?
You're saying finally?
No, he was good.
You're saying finally?
No.
Let me talk real quick. Let me
Go
talk.
ahead, say what you
Let me
gotta
talk.
say,
He's
bro.
finally the leading back. He's never led the league in the rushing yards, ever. This is his
Because
first
he's
year.
a dual threat back.
No,
He'll have
no.
1,000 rushing, 1,000 receiving. What are you talking
He
about?
led in all-purpose yards.
Now the question is this, and I'm gonna ask this: what's more impressive, leading
1,000 for 1,000.
1,000 for 1,000 or 2K rushing?
It's the same
1,000 for
thing.
1,000. 1,000 for 1,000.
2K rushing is better than 1,000 for 1,000.
It's
How many people had 1,000 for 1,000?
A couple people. Christian, no.
What's
no,
a couple
no, no,
people?
no, no,
Now,
no.
come on, give me a couple
Yeah,
people.
let's
Give me a
look
couple
at
people.
the stats. Look at the stats. How many people
I'm gonna look up the
1,000 for
stats,
1,000?
but in the meantime, while I'm looking up the stats,
Yeah.
you're saying that he's finally having.
He's finally he's finally the lead back in the NFL. He's never been the number one back in the NFL. He's never.
I mean, look where he came from.
Right. He came from the
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers.
Oh, man.
Christian McCaffrey joined Roger Craig and Marshall Faulk as the only players in NFL history with at least 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in the same season. There's three players, while there's 8 players
That's
with
2,000.
2K.
I mean,
1,000 for
technically
1,000.
to that, that's a better statistic. But I think it's harder to get.
So
I
the point was just
Stop,
proven
stop.
wrong right
On
then
live
there.
TV.
On live TV.
Yeah, I just said that's a good stat right there.
Good
But to
or
me,
great?
There's
that's
no
a
Or
good
nice
stat.
or
But
amazing.
I think that 2K rushing is harder to get.
How when there's less people that have done this than 2K?
From the same position.
Same position. What are you
Stop
talking
it.
about?
Stop
If
it.
it's harder, more people would have, less people would have done 2K than 1K for 1K.
Stop it.
I get the argument, but I'm saying put yourself in the street in the field. Put yourself in the field.
Yeah, if I have to catch and run for 1,000 yards, I think that's going to be tougher than running for
I don't know.
2,000 yards.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Why Derrick Henry ain't do it?
Because he
He's
can't
not a
catch.
pass-catching back.
Exactly. He can't catch.
He can't catch.
Man, he could catch. Huh?
No.
So you have a back that's dual threat. You don't need to put in Spears or who your other back was prior that could catch. He's an every down back. Man. 3rd and 15, he'll be in. 3rd and 8, he'll be in. 3rd and 8, you putting Spears in.
Yeah, but again, my whole argument is this. This is the first year that Christian McCaffrey is leading the NFL in rushing yards. That's all I'm saying.
Because he's done everything else. What are you talking about?
Who was his quarterback?
The year Chris Johnson led the league in rushing, right?
Who was his quarterback?
He led all running backs and receiving as well.
Who was his quarterback before the Carolina Panthers became trash? Tell me that.
Go ahead. Tell me.
Tell me who the quarterback was.
Cam Newton.
And what did he do before?
Zone reads.
No, tell me what he did as a quarterback when they took them to the Super Bowl. Tell me what he did.
What do you mean? He passed the ball a lot, bro. He was efficient in every category.
Next topic, son. I'm not about to do this with you today.
Nah, do it with him, son. I need you to do this with him, son.
How many touchdowns did he have rushing that season?
Who, Newton?
Yes.
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay. Let's be more specific.
So your argument is that he took away touchdowns from Christian McCaffrey.
He took away rushing from Christian McCaffrey.
Thank you.
If anything, he should have made Christian McCaffrey rushing better. If you have a dual threat quarterback, it takes the pressure off your running back.
If you have a running back that can go for 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 receiving, their eyes is on Christian McCaffrey. That helps Cam Newton keep the ball, bro. He's in a situation where he has a quarterback that can also go get 600-700 yards rushing. While Derrick Henry was with who? Ryan Tannehill for his 2K yards?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill was not about to get 600-700 yards rushing.
And he did
Reliability is the best availability, and Christian McCaffrey has always been injured. Therefore, he has shown me in the past that
he's not. Now he was injured. Come on, next topic.
Next topic, because this man, Young D, don't know what he's talking about.
Now he was injured.
He has been injured a lot, right?
Come on.
D.
Not about to do this.
D, we're not about to do this today. Not today, son. Because I don't even like the 49ers. I don't even like Chris McCaffrey. He played for the and I'm not about to be out here being a CMC fan.
Right.
I give him love, but I'm not about to be treating him like he Matt Ryan, like he my boy or somebody like that.
This man
I'm not about to do that today. Not with you, son. Dakota Rain Prescott. Cam Newton on his podcast said he's a game manager.
That's what he said. He's not a game changer.
He said Dak Prescott is a game manager and not a game changer.
Yeah.
I personally agree.
That's been our stance since day one. Actually.
Day one. Shout out to Marcus.
We're gonna give
you some love. Word. But you got the quarterback that got the topic of the topic.
Cam was right. Our whole stance from the beginning was if Dak doesn't jump out to an early lead, you're probably going to lose that game.
That's true.
If Dak has to climb back from a 14, 21-point deficit, it's over. No matter what quarter it's in, like if they jump to a 21-zip deficit in the first quarter, that game is over. Because not only can he not bring you back, he can't give you a fourth quarter comeback to win the game.
We said that episodes ago. We said
super
that
super
far
ago.
It
was. Like we were talking about fourth quarter comebacks and Dak and how he just can't do it. But
he's not. Dak not a
comeback.
Dak
kid. He's not a comeback kid.
He's like
I don't like.
He's
clutch
low key. I don't want to say it. I'm not saying a full comparison. Dak is like he in the same category as Ryan Tannehill.
Dak Prescott has 13 NFL fourth quarter overtime comebacks. He's tied 87th. Now he's been in the league 7 years, his seventh year.
Yep,
and he only has 13. You can't trust him. And we brought this up because Josh Allen been in the league for 5 years and he has 12. So you can't, and I've been saying this, you can't trust Dak Prescott. People say, well, the Cowboys this, McCarthy. I've said McCarthy's inconsistent, but Dak, you can't trust him in a crunch time. How is he tied? He's tied with Mahomes. Mahomes been in the league less than him.
I don't think you could trust really any. If you go down the lineage, you're not going to see many Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks that have been great. a lot of them has been game managed because they all rely on that offensive line in the run game. Dallas has always been known for second fiddle, running back university.
Nah, Ryan Tannehill not even. Oh, there you go. He got 26.
Come on.
Ryan Tannehill has 26 fourth quarter overtime comebacks.
With the who? Tennessee Titans, right?
Tennessee Titans.
Come on, man.
You got Ryan Tannehill out here doing way more than him.
Come on,
I just want to let it be known Matt Ryan is ranked 4th and he has 38. Just want to let it be known.
So this just goes back to what we've said weeks
ago.
before this happened.
Weeks ago.
We said, like, if the Cowboys get behind, no matter how good that offense is, it's just a mountain too high to climb for Dak. He just can't do it.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. That mountain was too high for Dak Prescott, though.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Listen.
But that's it. Like, he can't do it. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
I hate the whole clutch gene thing because that's not every single player. But when it comes to a deficit and being able to overcome it, some players just can't do it. Dak.
Racks on racks. Racks on racks.
Here we go.
Matthew Stafford, number 6 too.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford.
We said
weeks ago, you
wish
wasn't
we
off
could-
here
I
because I don't know where you was at.
I
See
wish
my
we could
man.
find that clip because we talked about these exact same things.
And it's coming to fruition.
And
And Cam
15.
Newton is saying exactly what we said weeks ago. And where was y'all at? We tried to tell y'all, man.
We've been saying
that
this.
is just Cam. You are absolutely correct. And Kimberly was saying, Kimberly Murray, I don't know who it was that just started to disrespect Cam Newton on whatever show it is because it's too early. It's an 8 a.m. show. We ain't even up watching that show, man. She talking about some Cam Newton is. How you going to talk about Cam Newton's an MVP Super Bowl quarterback? You know what I'm saying? 25 passes, 10 rushing touchdowns, done way more than she has, trying to disrespect my man. He has the right to say this opinion, and we all have been saying this.
He does.
We all have been saying this. Dak Prescott, game manager, not a game changer.
And it's not a bad thing against him.
It's
it
not.
just is what he is.
Yes.
Everyone can't be a clutch performer.
A clutch performer.
It's just not what it is.
It's literally only a few clutch performers.
Yeah.
Only a few. And these are our top tier quarterbacks. And only 2 of them don't have a Super Bowl. I don't know if Johnny Unitas got a Super Bowl. Don't know. He's too old.
I think that one.
So only 2 of them don't have a Super Bowl, but they're very clutch. And that's Matt Ryan and Dan Marino, who's in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, bro, it is what it is. Like,
Matt Ryan ain't got a ring?
Nah, he don't.
What happened that year, man?
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
Oh,
that was him. Don't look this way.
Oh, I'm not even gonna get started with that because we know what happens when you're 1 yard short. The point I'm trying to make is
that's crazy.
The point I'm trying to make is Cam Newton was not wrong for what he said.
He was not. And then he didn't even say it in a toxic,
I hate
trash
you
kind of
type of way.
He
right.
explained it.
Yeah.
All people heard was game manager and just ran with it.
That's it.
And that's the problem.
And he explained his game manager, you can still make plays. Right. You can still do this.
You can still win a lot of games.
Yes. As a game manager. It happens.
Yeah, Matt Ryan was a game manager. He won a lot of games.
Well, clearly he's top 4 in fourth quarter overtimes
and went to the
Super Bowl.
Right.
So
he's
clearly a game changer. You didn't see when we played Cam Newton and they punted the ball. We were on a 1 yard line. He threw 3 passes, got us in the field goal range. We won the game, and he yelled, "Get the fudge off my field!"
It did happen.
Come on, man! Stop playing with my son.
Man?
Yes, bro. What are you talking about? Right here.
I didn't.
Clock. Falcons down by 1. And going deep for Roddy White. And White makes the catch! Roddy White! 19 seconds on the clock. First down. Matt Ryan loops it to who else but Gonzalez. Here's Ryan. And that pass incomplete. Oh. Falcons trying to pull it out and stay undefeated. And Bryant's kick is good.
There we go. Now you see it, son.
Right.
We got the clip, bro. Get the fudge off my field. That boy is a menace.
Man, went straight.
And you gotta let him go.
Because Terry
ain't never been the same since.
Terry been tripping.
Moving the field goal.
He moving the field goal. I can't even kick the field goal because now it's 10 yards deeper, right? Come on, man. Let me ask y'all a question, though. Mm-hmm. Y'all played the Houston Texans. Y'all was up that game. Y'all was up.
Send Mike Vrabel into the sun. I just say that.
What happened? Explain to me what happened.
Send Mike Vrabel into the sun. Nah. So what happened was the play calling was incredibly horrible on offense.
Second half.
Yeah, exactly. And that's been the case for how many years now? Be honest.
It's been the case all year.
How many?
No. Because a couple years ago we was known to be a second half team, especially when Mariota starting quarterback. We always was.
So Marcus Mariota, right?
Please don't bring.
When was that?
Ooh, years ago.
Give me
2015, 2016,
2017, 2018, 2019.
And what year is it right now?
2023.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So, like I was saying, when Mike Vrabel joined this team, he was more aggressive. He was more willing to do whatever it took to win a game. And as he has been on this franchise, he has slowly turned into conservative. I want to preserve a lead. Jim Crow era offense. Mm-hmm. We're gonna run Derrick Henry until he can't run no more, and it's just not working anymore. And that's just gotten to a point where he's just not going to accept it. And now we're just losing games because he's 5-16 in his past 21 games. Yeah, but
one, I think we got to realize.
I'm not hearing that. We don't have the talent.
All coaches are gonna have a bad season. Two, let me just say this right now. We clearly do not have the talent, and let me explain why. I know he doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to hear it, but that's the bigger picture to it all. At the end of the day, we spent a lot of money on fucked up drafts. Messed up drafts, sorry. We spent a lot of money on messed up drafts. We spent a lot of money on messed up free agent acquisitions. We fired the GM who did all this. We traded our number one. Let me say this right now. We traded our number one receiver in franchise history.
The whole league knows that. So
of course, and this was not Vrabel's fault. So of course we're gonna have a setback. Okay, watch this. Let me say this real quick.
All right.
Falcons has taken a step back. Why?
Because their head coach is trash.
No, let's look. You gotta look at the bigger picture though. They let Matt Ryan go. They at one point they didn't. The year they let Matt Ryan go, they didn't have no money. That's why they had to let him go. They didn't have no money, so they had to take a step back. Then when they had money this past season, they started spending it.
And they got their best defense in the past 5 or 6 years.
No. In the past 12, 13 years, brother. We never had a top 5 defense Matt Ryan's whole career.
And they listen though, what I'm saying is they didn't have money the year they let Matt Ryan go. This past offseason, y'all had the most money y'all have ever had.
We had money both years. When we let Matt Ryan go, that's when we was trying to get Deshaun Watson because we had the money to give to him.
This is the year y'all had the most money. We had $0 in the bank. We was negative for all the false moves we made.
So what you're telling me is you walked into the season knowing
we walked into the season knowing we was broke.
Yep.
And we got nothing but Band-Aids this season.
And then you still decided to act like you have A.J. Brown. You still decided to act like you have prime
Derrick Henry.
Yep. Prime Ryan Tannehill.
Uh-huh.
So I don't understand from a coaching perspective after you got blown out in game 1 when Ryan Tannehill showed you he's not that guy anymore.
We didn't get blown out in game 1. Game 1 against who?
The Saints. What happened?
We didn't get blown out that game. We lost by a field goal.
How many turnovers did Ryan Tannehill have by himself?
He had a lot of turnovers, I'll tell you that. They have a lot.
So you don't make me flip this table.
Don't flip the table.
So what I'm saying is, from game 1, it was apparent that we are not that team anymore. We're not that guy.
Yeah.
Just like the meme says, you're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
But okay, so let me ask you a question. If the season started again, right, and we started 11th, do you think we'd have this record right now?
So you're telling me that coaching is indeed the problem? Because if we started,
we've already established is that the OC has to go. The DC has to go.
No. I had to convince you. And we have the video to prove it.
That's too
I've
deep
been
in the archives.
convinced. I've been
See what I'm saying?
I have been convinced. Okay, I thought that we had the offense. I thought we had a good offense,
and that was a while ago.
And he's not what we thought.
Bro, I said that since
our defensive coordinator.
I
was always on his side. Our O-line coach.
You didn't want your coach. I remember you didn't want your coach to be fired.
I have been on the side to send Vrabel into the sun since week 1.
Vrabel is not going nowhere.
So this brings me back to the point. Defensive head coaches. And I've said that to you.
You have. He has.
Go back to the NFL rankings.
Here we go. So Brandon Staley just got fired this week, right?
Yes, they got spanked.
And what type of coach is he? Just say it out of your mouth.
Coach. He was the
Thank
coach.
you. So what was going on? He spent how much money on the defense? Like $1 billion on the defense.
Mad money.
Look at the names on their defense. Just
No. He's right. No, he's right. He's right. He's 100% right. But I read an article a week ago. The names he brought on that team all had bad character.
Here we go. See, now
you can bring a good player.
Okay. Yep.
If they don't have the character, what does it mean?
Yep. Character. Now it's character.
Come on, man. J.C. Jackson.
We're talking about NFL players.
Man got arrested like 8 times this year.
We're talking about NFL players now, and we're
they NFL players by the end of the day, but once they come on, man. Once they get that big contract, and everybody knows, all right. If you take anybody, if you pluck somebody from the Patriots roster, you're not gonna get the same person.
Here we go.
You're not gonna get the same person.
So that brings back to another point that we talked about on the
So going back to my thing, right?
See. Yep.
The Bills have a defensive coordinator, a defensive coach.
Now we're talking about the Bills. So 2 weeks ago, Sean McDermott was prime for getting fired because the Bills were so.
Sean McDermott is not getting fired.
We know that. That's why the offensive coordinator got fired. And the Bills have
scapegoat.
No different.
Scapegoat.
No different at all from when he got fired.
Yeah.
They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is doing the exact same thing. The defense looks exactly the same.
Everything's going on. Everything's the same.
So we expect immediate change. That's what you're saying.
You need an immediate change. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why you need an immediate change, and I'm gonna divert this to a whole different team, the Atlanta Falcons. You need an immediate change. Why? Because you see what Arthur Smith is doing at the Falcons. He has been consistently trash. For years,
brother, but that's y'all fault. Y'all picked up somebody. Y'all picked up somebody who had 1 year of experience.
That's NFL though.
It's the NFL. Everybody gets picked up like that.
NFL need to make some.
You need a drastic change. And because we just found out today, and I don't want to say we just found, but we did just find out in the masses that we didn't really have a quarterback coach.
You had no
quarterback coach. You had Arthur Smith as the quarterback coach. He's not really the quarterback coach. We just put some. Come on, man. That's why you need drastic change. Someone get him out of here. Clearly, he's not making the right decisions. And when they're talking in these interviews after the game, after practices, giving their political spiels, this is the game. This is what happens. No, man.
You're not cut out for that.
And I truly believe Arthur Smith is having a job because his dad, right, owns FedEx, right? Owns FedEx.
Talking mushrooms.
His dad owns FedEx.
Come on.
Arthur Blank owns Home Depot. They're billionaires. They are backroom deals. That is a reason why this man has a job, man.
That is crazy that you throwing.
Do you think he's fit for head coach?
What? Do you think he's fit to head coach?
No.
So okay. So what other reason? Why is he coaching? Why is he coaching
this long into the season?
He's coach. He's their head coach. One, because he single-handedly made us one of the most dangerous.
Did he make y'all, or did Derrick Henry in his prime make y'all?
And AJ
Brown. What are you talking about? So why? So no. What did they say? If you can make this, make another one. Make another Hove. Make another DJ Drama.
But every
they made Hove say, okay, so
Make another. Come on.
Brothers wasn't playing their day, bro.
Come on, man.
Make another one then. You got Bijan. No. Listen, boy, I'm about to flip this table.
You better not.
He's making me surprised right now.
He about to compare Bijan to Derrick. You can't.
I'm not saying that. You have Bijan. You have a lethal talent and Bijan Robinson. You love Cordell Patterson. You got Cordell Patterson. You got Tyler Algier that was a rookie running back. Had 100,000 yards. Had 1K yards.
But let me ask you a question. I'm not even asking a question. All I'm saying is every coordinator does not make a good head coach. That's what that's my argument.
He's one.
So that's what we're saying. Does he deserve to be a head coach?
No.
So why don't we have a drastic change? That's what we're saying. Drastic change.
Yeah, I need to change that quarterback and head coach.
Oh my God. It's not the quarterback's fault. There's no one coaching them. There's no one coaching them.
So you telling
Ritter has no one.
When you find out nobody is coaching your quarterback
for 15 weeks as a rookie,
who is there now to blame?
The coach.
Thank you. So there's nothing else to say about that.
I'm not saying Arthur Smith stays there the job. Right? We've already said he's getting fired.
Next segment. Playoff team, something. Jeez, Louise.
But what's going on in this man's mind? He's trying to make things make sense when it's just right there in front of him. It's right there in front of you, son.
Listen, all I'm saying is, listen, we got to deal with this, all right? You know why? Because they fire him. Guess what he's coming back to?
Ain't no way.
Huh?
So that's my point. So that's why I think Braylon needs to be sent into the sun because we can't trust him.
Why you keep thinking he's gonna get sent to the sun, bro? He not going nowhere, man. He's not right now. He got at least one more year, man. He's not going nowhere.
Who got Downey fired? Miss Amy, right?
Amy not letting him go. I'm trying to tell you right now. Okay. Amy not letting him go, brother.
Okay.
I bet you $200 Amy don't let him go. In the next 2 years, he ain't going nowhere.
If that's the case, then we're gonna be trash for the next 2 years.
He's gonna be our head coach. You seen him with the Texas hat on, right?
Bro, the Texans straight out out-coached us.
Brother, they knew what we was doing on the first down every play.
Because
Kelly gotta go.
It's not Kelly. It's
why do you think it's Rainbow?
So
brother?
you think Tim Kelly is so trash that he's just gonna run Derrick Henry into a wall in the fourth quarter in overtime?
Brother.
Do you really think Tim Kelly is that trash?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next topic.
Next topic. Playoff teams currently, right?
Yeah.
AFC, we have Baltimore Ravens currently leading at the number 1 seed.
Yes, sir.
Miami Dolphins number 2.
Yes, sir.
Chiefs number 3. Jags number 4. Y'all division. Browns 5. Bengals surprisingly 6. Even though with they have what's his name Browning.
Yep, Jake Browning.
Jake Browning. He's playing pretty good, and they're at 6. Colts at 7. For the NFC, we have Niners at 1, Cowboys at 2, Lions at 3, Buccaneers, my division, at 4, Eagles 5, Vikings 6, Rams 7.
That's crazy.
In the outside looking in for the AFC,
Houston.
we have the Texans, Bills, Steelers, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers.
That's it.
Titans technically eliminated.
We are eliminated.
Yeah,
Titans eliminated, just eliminated. Patriots eliminated.
We out.
For the NFC, we have Seahawks, who just got a win today, so that helps them out. New Orleans Saints, Falcons. I'll get into that with our division. Packers, Giants, Bears. Commanders out, Cardinals out, Panthers out. Let's go with the AFC first. Who do you think sneaks in? Who do you think, does it stay? What do y'all think happens?
Texans get in once C.J. Stroud gets back.
Okay.
Buffalo Bills, I don't think they get in because I think they lost too many games in that slump that they had, and I think they just can't overcome that. Yeah, and I think that's just going to be it. So I think Colts and Texans.
Colts play the Falcons this week coming up. So that game can go either way. That can help us as the Falcons, or that can put us out, and that can help the Colts move up. And it depends on what the Jaguars do. The Colts can take the division.
Jags are frauds.
Jacksonville is going to win the division, honestly.
Okay, all right.
I think.
Did you see their last couple games? Like, they look terrible.
Yeah, but I still think they will. I mean, matter of fact, I don't know, because Trevor Lawrence is out with a concussion.
He's
going to be out with a concussion.
Trevor Lawrence has in the past couple of weeks, he's had a high ankle sprain.
He had a lot of.
But it's a concussion. He has to sit out.
He don't have to sit out. If he passed protocol, he can play again.
He's not pass protocol.
If he passed protocol, he can play again.
I think
Brock Purdy passed protocol. They lost that game
in like 5 days.
And they lost that game.
Yeah.
I think Bills sneak in.
No, I don't think so. No.
And I think Texas sneak in. I think Colts. Ooh, no matter of fact. Yeah, I think Colts go out and I think Texas sneak in. I don't think anybody else really sneaks in. I think Bills just miss it.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard to get Cleveland out unless they lose out.
Exactly. Right.
Bengals could possibly lose out as well, but they still have the tiebreaker over Buffalo. So
exactly.
Okay. Let's go to the NFC. So we have Seattle sitting out at 7-7, New Orleans 7-7, Falcons 6-8, Packers 6-8. With the Falcons and Saints and the Buccaneers, things can change with that division. So anyone can move up as the division leader. And even still, Bucs, Saints, whichever one of these teams still can fit a wild card position. You have the Rams at 7-7, Seattle 7-7 at 8, and they're in the same division. So that has to go some way as well. With the Packers at 6-8 and Vikings at 7-7. So these last 6 through 11 can change in 1 week.
I think the Packers get in.
Packers get in.
I don't think this order changes at all.
It's gonna stay.
I think it's gonna stay
the
like
Rams
this.
are tough.
I think it's gonna stay like this.
In terms of the division, division wise,
like
49ers clinch, Cowboys clinch, Eagles clinch. So we have the Lions at 10-4. I think that stays the same. Buccaneers. Obviously, I'm a Falcons fan, but regardless of just outside of bias, the schedules are still tough. Not tough. It's kind of easy, but it's one of those. Who knows what team is going to show up for the Buccaneers, for the Saints. We play the Saints last game of the season, so that helps. We play the Colts this week, Bears next week, Saints final game of the season. So we have a chance to at least win 3 games.
I think that's a 1 and 2.
It's going to come down to the last game.
I think that's a 1 and 2 for y'all, brother.
Oh, it might. Who knows?
I mean, I think you should be happy, though, because you get to get a new quarterback.
A new head coach. I'm not happy if we don't make the playoffs. Yeah, I'm not happy if we don't make the playoffs. And when you're close to the playoffs, like we were last year, like we were the year before,
we're in the same position.
Like we're in the same position. So we don't draft well. We really don't draft well. So I would rather us go to the playoffs to show a team. Okay, we have a trade value. We're this far into the playoffs. All we need is you. Like I would rather that than trying to draft another rookie quarterback who we don't know. And if we keep Arthur Smith next year, clearly he don't know how to develop quarterbacks. I wouldn't want that. So the Rams, Seahawks, they're gonna have to battle that out. Saints, obviously Falcons. It's our whole division is just in a battle. And then you have the Green Bay Packers. They're gonna battle it out with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, that's true.
And Minnesota is out here playing with their backup quarterback.
Yeah, I think that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. NFC is one of those divisions that anything can happen. Anything can happen, yo.
I think the Vikings fall out, but aren't they division leaders?
The Vikings, they're division leaders.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, Detroit Lions are.
Because in order to be division leaders, you gotta be top 4.
So
Yeah,
you have to be top 4 to be division leader.
Right.
Number 3.
So I think the Vikings fall out, and the Rams they stay in, and it's just gonna be a battle for number 7. And I think that comes to an NFC South team. So Falcons or Saints.
Okay. Now let's go to the playoffs. Haven't started yet.
They have not.
What team do you think gets upset in the playoffs? Right. Let's go to the AFC first.
Jags.
Okay.
Jags.
If they made it, if it was today, you say the Jags would be upset.
Jags.
Dolphins get
Browns.
upset for sure.
Jags, Browns, Bengals.
Jags, Browns, Bengals.
See, an upset is you expect them to win, but they don't win.
Yeah,
I don't expect Cleveland to win anything.
People are high on the Jags.
I don't expect Jags to win. I think the Dolphins, with Hard Knocks in season, I think they might be the number 1. I think they might get upset.
So the Dolphins would lose to the Colts at this point? No.
Don't underestimate Gardner. No, they won't. The Colts. Don't underestimate Gardner, bro. And do not underestimate him, brother.
All right.
Come on, man.
I don't like the Dolphins, but
we just saw Minshew magic against us, brother. All right.
They beat us.
We did. Okay. We saw it.
Well, I got to see Minshew Magic this week.
They didn't just beat us. They beat us twice.
He diced us.
Yes.
Both
Thank
times.
you.
And didn't Andrew Luck do that to y'all for like 5 years?
11 games.
11 games.
7 games, man.
Dang, I'm sorry, man. So I'm bad. Okay, so what about the NFC? Let me hear y'all with the NFC. 49ers have that bye.
Whoever plays the
Cowboys.
Bucks,
Whoever plays the Cowboys.
Whoever play the Bucks
The
upset.
Bucks are not expected to win. Cowboys.
The Bucks will play the Eagles currently at home.
That's not going to be an upset.
They're a division winner.
But that's not an upset, though.
Bucks over the Eagles?
A 5-4.
I mean, Eagles over the Bucks. I'm sorry. Eagles over the Bucks.
Vegas going to put it. Eagles going to win that. An upset is when a team is expected to win and they don't win.
An upset is a lower number.
Dallas is going to be that upset.
Okay.
Dallas over the Rams.
Over the Rams. Stop it.
And Dallas had a home game.
Go home. You're drunk.
Come on, you don't think the Rams can beat Dallas?
No.
Who has a better quarterback?
The Cowboys.
You think
Dak
Dak is better
Prescott
than
is
Matthew
better.
Stafford?
Matthew Stafford, I believe, is just a product of his team.
Hey man, what Matt got that Dak don't got, buddy? He led his team to do. Who got the better receivers?
The
Rams. They got Puka. They got Cooper
Aren't
Kupp.
they injured? Like DeMarcus Robinson has been scoring for the past 4 weeks.
Nah, Puka, but they just
Puka-
played. They just played. Just
nice.
I
played.
mean, they
And
played,
Cooper.
but when's the last time Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp been?
Puka's like number 3 or number 4 receiver in the NFL right now.
I get that. What I'm saying
As
is,
a late round rookie.
when
as
have
well.
they been the same that they have been?
Man, you gotta realize Matthew Stafford has been injured.
So you're telling me that Matt Stafford is injured, but he's
He
not
has
better
been.
than
He's been
Dak
better
Prescott?
lately. Dak is not. Matthew Stafford is better than Dak. Everybody, the world knows this. Okay.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
So is Matthew Stafford a game manager?
So
I'm Jackson because
that's
we
not-
just had the
that's
argument
not
that Dak
the
was a game
conversation
manager.
right now.
I'm saying we just had this argument that Dak was a game manager. So if Dak is better than him, you're technically saying Matthew Stafford is what?
Matt Stafford wasn't even in the conversation, so let's start there.
I'm just asking though. Is Dak better than Matthew Stafford?
Yes.
So is Dak a game manager?
See, that's not how it works. So there's better teams out here, and the Cowboys have a better offense.
They do.
When it comes to offensive line,
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
when it comes to the offensive line,
Okay.
not just receivers, people that catch the ball.
Yeah,
when it
okay,
comes from
okay.
the offense all around,
Yeah,
when
better
it comes
running
to
back.
an offense,
Yeah. They
the
have
Cowboys,
in totality.
Yes.
They have a
But,
better
Cowboys-
do you think the Rams have a chance at beating the Cowboys?
yes, I think they have a chance.
Would that be an upset if the Rams beat the Cowboys?
Obviously, because the Cowboys are number 2.
And you believe the Rams will upset the Cowboys?
I think the Rams got upset.
And you don't believe that the Rams will upset the
Faith in
Cowboys?
that. Zero faith in that.
Okay. The Buccaneers will play if Buccaneers remain division winners. It depends. Yeah, the Eagles will be out because they're not division winners.
Mm-hmm.
They will play the Buccaneers at home
Yep.
if the Bucks win their division.
Correct.
Do you think the Buccaneers have a chance to beat the Philadelphia Eagles?
0%.
0% chance?
As bad as the Eagles look, 0%.
Even with they have a horrible pass defense.
0%.
You have Chris Godwin,
0.
Mike Evans,
0.
Kate Otten,
Nah, it's over.
Gunslinger Baker Mayfield.
That's exactly.
That's why.
That's my point.
Okay.
That's why,
Okay.
brother.
The dude, what's his name? The pick six dude for the Cowboys.
Deron Bland.
Him. He probably have 2 pick sixes in that game.
He played for the
And the
Cowboys.
fumble recovery.
They'll play the
Oh,
Eagles.
I'm sorry.
They'll play
Yeah.
the Eagles. Yeah.
Even then, Slayton probably back by then.
Mm-hmm.
Big play Slay.
But we seen what Drew Lock just did to the Eagles.
I mean, I think the Eagles have been in a bad way. They don't have their bearings on defense or offense, if you want to be obvious.
They spend a lot of money on that defense. And I'm surprised they're performing like this right now. I'm not gonna lie. With that D line,
they lost their defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator in the same offseason.
But that's something where I would put in a perspective for the playoffs. They have both first year coordinators.
That's true. And they put Matt Patricia
as a
to call plays.
Yeah.
But he's not the defensive coordinator.
Right.
Whatever. That's not a defensive coordinator calls.
I thought he's just like the senior.
They announced him today. He's calling the plays. They put the one who they hired up top. He's helping out, but Patricia's the one calling it.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's the defensive coordinator calls the plays. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's where I'm like, ooh, high-powered offense. Well, I want to say Buccaneers high-powered offense, but they have the potential
to be a
high-powered offense. Yeah. They have the potential to.
I don't trust Baker Mayfield in.
I don't either.
In postseason.
I don't either.
I don't trust him at all.
Exactly. So
I guarantee.
That's why I'm not saying that. They have zero. They have a 0 chance. They have a very low chance of it. I'm not gonna say 0 because it's not 0. We had a 0% chance of them technically, right? So, and we just put off some shit that I've never seen before. So I'm not gonna say that he has a 0 chance, but I don't think it's gonna be a bigger upset than Rams and Dak Prescott.
Okay. Okay.
All
right. Is there anything else on your mind?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Young D, what about you, man?
Public service announcement. 2024. Titans go to the Super Bowl.
Oh boy.
See, this that's why we don't go nowhere.
That's why, because you say stuff like that, man.
Right.
All right. You bad luck.
Oh,
All right, everybody. Well, this is another episode of the Sideline Story Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this. Whatever you want to do. Put the pigeon in the air and let it fly. Fly like an eagle.
To the sea.
To the sea.
So.
What, man? That's what we do. We gonna holler at y'all later, man. We up out of here.